So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nesta. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He has a look out. He is just caressing the ball. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Back in possession and ready to go again. Yamal makes a dash for it.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's a goal kick. McAllister is the team's great visionary. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, some astute defending there.
Dani Olmo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get away here? Yamal makes a move down the right. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Platini. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Real chance! Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And it's Michel Platini. Mbappe! Nice interception, well timed. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Hazard. And that's aimed into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rijkaard. In with the challenge. And here's Hazard. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way. He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Borussia Dortmund have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. And this is Hazard. Shot a goal! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a cute ball. Adams deals with that comfortably. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Donatoni. Now it's Drogba. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Chance here to counter. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Platini. And it's McAllister. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Decent chance! It's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
2 added minutes.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Indonesia goes for a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dani Olmo. Nicked it back promptly. And that signals the end of the first period. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tar getting this one clear. Now, can they get him away? In towards the back stick. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
McAllister really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Drogba! And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Drogba. Mbappe. Now it's Platini. That is a great pick out. Schmeichel with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Hazard. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the counter is on. That has not gone well. Indonesia needing a change of fortune here. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? McAllister has found the net here, of course. 60 minutes played. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. And Donatoni. McAllister. And it's Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Hoisted in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Dani Olmo. Looking for a run-up. Oh, important interception. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's McAllister. Donatoni. And it's McAllister. Platini can see things others simply cannot. Oh, super ball! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Drogba. Oh, he's been caught napping. Drogba's cross. Ibrahimovic! Tar with the clearance.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hazard. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Picked out brilliantly. Takes a shot!
Substitution.
Borussia Dortmund have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Chiellini is there, and he can charge for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get on the end of this? He's found the way through. Oh, cracking ball.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
David Villa. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Backward it goes. McAllister really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Indonesia are looking to break it. The whistle's gone and the game is over. Indonesia perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. So here he is, the man crowned King of Turin, Alessandro Del Piero.
Yeah, and he deserves that crown too. Another...
And a chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
That's a little off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Donadoni, cross into the box. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bullish header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a promising position. Now the delivery. Silvestre tries to clear. Deftly away. Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. Strong running down that left flank. And he's whipped it across. It's a good run down the right. Pirlo. That has not gone well. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Hullet.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Del Piero. Yamal. And it's Olmo. That is good alertness. Hullet. Space for him to turn and look. Delivered across. And he's taking no chances there. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. It's Lampard. Roberto Carlos. It's Pirlo. Over to the right flank. Lahm and a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Donadoni. Adams. Yamal. Rijkaard. McAllister, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's been slipped through. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Pirlo. Lampard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Can he spark a counter here? Threads one in. Great defending, strong and determined. Lampard. And it's Varane. Here's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And here's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, it's hit the post! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Donatoni. And it's McAllister.
There will be 1 minute at a
Pressing's
time.
intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Del Piero. Lampard. Oh, well played. He got back really well. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Indonesia up
Just
by
a quick
1 goal
request
at the
today for
halfway
everybody
point.
to please kindly remove
I think
any
on the
cars
whole the
parked on
team
road
linked up
outside
very
the
well
stadium.
and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Indonesia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So the action resumes.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Good strike, quite an alarm. This their second corner of the game. Schmeichel claims comfortable. Bring out a defence. Cannavaro spots it and inside. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Roberto Carlos for Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Hullet. And it's Pirlo. Now Yaya Toure. And he's quick to return it. That's good play. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good read, needed to be. Pullet, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's having a shot! It's a goal! Inter are back in business! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Del Piero receives it in a wide position. Played into the box. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Yamal now looking to orchestrate a counter. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them.
Tries one from range! Diving header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
This looks promising. Duke was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Donatoni. Dani Olmo. This is a promising build-up. Searching pass he's played there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Del Piero. And it's Roberto Carlos. Del Piero. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Lampard. Chance! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 7, Yamal. Number 22, Dani Olmo. Coming on the field, number 9, Bayern. Number 14, Neymar.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Adriano to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Boyan. Pass is just off target.
Indonesia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Yaya Toure. Played for Lampard. Roberto Carlos. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Oh, that's neat. Lampard. It's Lampard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Pullet does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Indonesia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Del Piero. Opts to play it back. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
In by Bojan. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Donadoni is offering.
And time is up. Indonesia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Now it's Messi. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with it. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Drives it in. And he's there to clear it.
Right card!
And he's there to get it away. And it's Rijkaard. Threads one in. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, he's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Donatoni tries to play it through. That looks a cracking ball. And he's quick to get rid. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Could move up a gear here. Now that's well seen too. O'Shea. And it's Messi. Cafu. It's run loose here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. He has found the way through. Drills one in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. O'Shea. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gabriel. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely spread. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass has been well intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Azar. Dani Olmo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. McAllister. Real chance! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
He won't be happy with that one. Out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish right from the top draw. Right back in the game. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just...
And the shot! I've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Task somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! It'll be a throw-in. Xavi. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Boyan! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Xavi. Cafu.
Although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Indonesia ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Back on the way then. Ibrahimovic had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately... And the shot! Oh, good finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. Leicester deals with that comfortably.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Hazard. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh no, this does not look good. Ibrahimovic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Boyan. That has not gone well. That's destined for the flank. Vinicius Junior. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Boyan! Now who's going to be first to this? Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Persib Bandung have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Number 14, Neymar.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it looks like they'll be aiming this one for the far post, Peter.
Decent hit from there. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Donadoni is onto this. He's rising! Well taken goal. And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And Boyan! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Spread it left. Vinicius Junior. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Indonesia.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Good effort! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Knocks it into space. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, super ball! Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's being shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one. Duke is there, and he can get that clear.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Chance to deliver. Oh, great leap! And again, that is frustrating.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Neymar picks it up out wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Mohamed Salah! Oh, it's coming, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they... And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It's made its way to him. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. It's a pretty loose pass. That is a great pick out. He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's a cute ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ibrahimovic. Danny Olmo. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Vieira did well to stay calm there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Bojan.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Belletti. Vieira. Vieira proves just a little bit. Real chance! It's loose and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Indonesia, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to pass it through. Pele with the cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Araujo picks it up from the goal kick. Bullet is flagged offside. It's a searching pass. He's got away. Marcelo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that looks a decent... And Aubameyang! And he should have made them pay.
Aubameyang has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Tunisia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. No foul, says the referee.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking to play him in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bojan. And it's Olmo. Silvestre. Always onto this. And this is Ronaldinho. A header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And he's had it nicked away.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Silvestre. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's open. Aubameyang! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Aubameyang demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Chiellini did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half. Tunisia not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Now it's Bojan, and it's Neymar. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. Silvestre. Ronaldinho. Delivers the ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rummenigge. Marcelo. Rummenigge. Adams goes sliding in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. They are playing them off the park. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Rijkaard. And Rummenigge! And he stuck it away! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they...
And the shot! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. Well, that's really winded the up.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rummenigge. Marcelo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Opts to play it back. And the pass is intercepted. And he plays one through. Big chance! He's got a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Olmo. Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho. Played in with... Oh, good play! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a tidy finish. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Indonesia still making a fight of this. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Lovely pass, but can he get there? They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pele in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now there's a fine ball. And that could... He leaps for it! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Il numero 8. Il numero 10.
Indonesia have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Silvestre. That is good alertness. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's Bellingham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham, can he finish? Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's taking no chances there. Rummenigge. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Rijkaard has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Silvestre. Great vision. Pinches it off him. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he shoots! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How? And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo caldamente a contribuire.
The console, bro. PS5, bro.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore...
It's Dahani! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sabah with the corner, there first. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, that was vital. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. He's in one-on-one. Ibrahimovic! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And this is Batistuta. Silvestre cuts it out. Tries to pass it through. Looking for options for movement. It's a sweeping cross. And that has been knocked clear. Boyan. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in a good... And the shot! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Seedorf. This is promising. It's Dahani! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Gahari really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gahari aims beyond the defence. Nicked it back promptly, and that was nowhere near his best. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Knocks it into space. And here's Eze. Gahari. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Another pass just keeps it ticking over and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, no joy this time. Chiellini. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Eze. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now who's going to be first to this? So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's got away. Oh, that's neat. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bojan Kurkic wants to run onto this. Terrific effort! And no mistake! And that takes him up to 30. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Silvestre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's quick to get rid. Can he get it through? And here's Bojan. Silvestre threads one in. Ibrahimovic!
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Ronaldinho. Swings it across. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Bojan. Great vision. Played right into his path. Gahari, foot in. Rodri, McAllister, and it's Olmo. And this is Bojan. And the referee has blown for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Put any litter in the bins
Indonesia firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So off we go again. Belletti. Bojan. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. Dahari. Batistuta touches it back. Batistuta. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
This might spell danger. McAllister over to the right flank. Eze. Rijkaard. And it's Eze. Bojan. Now it's Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bojan Kurkic going face-to-face with his great rival. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he shoots! It's a goal! Seedorf. Belletti. Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And it's Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they are prompt with their pressing. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Bojan. Dahari. Rijkaard. McAllister. Here's Rodri. Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. That's good vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Seedorf. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Bojan. And a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. Passing nice and neat. Shot could be on. Chance! And that's a tiny finish. Back to within one. Interesting. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitutions taking place.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Sabah cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more...
He's had a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ibrahimovic really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this?
Sabah really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Couch. Dahari. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Donatoni. Not the most accurate pass. Out of play for a throw.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kukcu. Dahari. Well, that pass isn't the best. Donatoni is onto it in a flash. He has a look out. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dahari really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. It's just beyond his reach. And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Rodri demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him, someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is
Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Showing good feet. Bojan Krkić does really well to win the ball there. And it's Gullit. And here's Del Piero! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that has left him in a heap. Haaland has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Seedorf. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. And it's Vieira. Oh, super shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Corner number 2, then. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Gullit. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's found a way past. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Haaland. And it's made its way to him. And he has been fouled there.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
And this is Gullit. Chance for a shot! No, he's not getting his way this time. And Del Piero! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Corner number 3 coming up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's a really well-measured ball. Dani Olmo, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Seedorf. Now it's Del Piero, and that's gone loose. Now he's got space here. That is good alertness. Half an hour played now. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cruyff. Rodri wins the duel this time. Oh, that is a nice touch. Ibrahimovic! Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now that's well seen too. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Seedorf. No way through.
Indonesia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Cruyff. That looks a cracking ball. And that is masterful defending. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Dani Olmo. Rodri. And it's Olmo. Ibrahimovic.
Has been indicated.
Great defending, so alert. And he's taking no chances there. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff. Driving forward. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Indonesia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Boyan! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Indonesia have their second corner now. Towering header! And there's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Del Piero. Well-timed, excellent interception. Can he get it through? Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Ibrahimovic needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Indonesia have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? In by Ibrahimovic. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. And he's quick to get rid. It'll be a throw-in. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Ronaldinho. Dani Olmo is flagged offside. Rodri. And it's Olmo. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's an imaginative pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good take in a good area. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Seedorf. McAllister.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Bojan Kirkic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's Ibrahimovic! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
75 minutes is number 6, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Substitution for Indonesia. Number 9, Bojan. Coming on the field is number 18, Donadoni.
So we have movement on both benches. Indonesia have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Bale! And that could come back to haunt them.
Bale clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Indonesia have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Roberto Carlos, driven in, and a header! They want to be quick to recover this. That's a sharp pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Suarez. Roberto Carlos. That's a decent clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's had it taken off him. Mateus. Rooney. Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Seedorf has given away a free kick.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 4, McAllister. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Kukcu. There will be 5
He's beaten the
minutes added
keeper,
time.
but hit the post.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Shot at goal! Donatoni. Dani Olmo. 5 minutes to add. He won't be happy with that one. That's that, the end. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win.